the USC Trojan football team in 2022 is going to look completely different than what we saw the 4-8 team from 2021. Whole new coaching staff, Lincoln Riley leading the charge for the Trojans, and over 40 players have been removed from the roster just from 6 months ago. They added 21 players from the transfer portal with some potential more on the way, and 8 players out of the recruiting rankings. So we're getting it back up there just to below 85 scholarships, but the roster is completely reworked. The coaching staff is completely reworked, and the schedule is fairly manageable. So how will the Trojans do in 2022? For 4-8, I think they can get to 9-3 fairly solidly. I think it's a good mark for the Trojans to have, a marked sign of improvement for sure, but nothing that's out of the realm of a realistic possibility. If you look at the out-of-conference schedule, Rice isn't very good. Fresno State, USC gets at home, and they have a new coaching staff there. But, Fresno State's been a good team that's beat Pac-12 teams, even UCLA last year. And then Notre Dame, obviously, going to be a tough game. But Trojans get the Fighting Irish at the end of the season at home in the Coliseum. And, of course, Notre Dame's also going through an entirely new coaching staff and new changes there with Brian Kelly leaving for LSU. If you look at USC's Pac-12 North opponents, Stanford was bad last year, even though they beat USC. I think they're going to be bad yet again. And, Cal just missed a bowl game. I think they'll be okay. They'll probably be a little bit better than last year. Oregon State, USC has to play in Corvallis. That's going to be tough. They were a bowl team last year for the first time in many years. And Washington State also went to a bowl game, and they have a new staff, but some continuity there with Jake Dickert taking over. So I think some of the North teams could pose a threat to USC, but no one that's a juggernaut. They're not playing in Oregon or anything like that. And in the South, there is one juggernaut. That's Utah. They went to the Rose Bowl last year, took Ohio State to the brink in that Rose Bowl, and they got most everybody coming back, and USC has to play in Salt Lake City. So definitely going to be a tough game. But outside of that, you look at Colorado. They were bad last year. I think they're still going to continue to be bad. Both Arizona schools, Arizona State's on the way down. Arizona's on the way up, but they're starting from a 1-11 floor. So they're going to take a little while to get there. And the Bruins across town beat the crap out of USC last year. But, we'll see what kind of team they're going to feel. I think when USC's got their act together, they can definitely handle the Bruins. So is 9-3 realistic? I really think that it is. 5 more wins than the 2021 squad. But the 2021 squad and this squad look completely different. Much more competent coaching staff. So I think the 9-3, maybe, a floor of 7-5, 8-4. I think things would have to go kind of wrong for USC to have those sort of win totals. But could USC win 10 or 11 games? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but I think 9-3 is a more realistic goal and something that's highly achievable for the Trojans in 2022.